And I'm here to just say a few opening remarks about the challenge that we have this afternoon. So first of all, I just want to let you all know what several of us that were in a room one day put into the application to the Academy of Science to get the grant that allows us to be here in the Shine Dome. We said that we wanted an Elizabeth and Frederick White grant, big conference grant, because we wanted to be able to show how people could better connect the physical, natural sciences with the mathematical, computational and data sciences. So the word connect is highlighted there, and I think we've demonstrated quite nicely over the last day that we're all very capable of connecting despite our early education in our silos. And bring together, so once again that type of language, participants working across our 5 spheres that we've been talking about to identify opportunities for data integration and integrated modelling approaches and scientific collaboration. I went to an international conference one day that said that the science that we see today is actually the result of the infrastructure we put in place 30 years ago. It does take a long time to make full use of the infrastructure, and we do need to ensure that we are able to work out the trajectory of science at the moment and work out also, and this is what we're trying to do, what sort of data infrastructure we need to put in place to be able to support that forward trajectory of the science. And then to create the cross-disciplinary community of practice. Well, hello, we've got a nice community of practice going in this room. It's lovely. Just earlier, I think last week, Cathy Foley, the Chief Scientist, released the draft Australian research priorities that people have been developing over the last year. They're out for consultation at the moment, but I thought that they provide a lovely framing for what we're talking about today. So the first on the list was to ensuring a net zero future and protecting Australia's biodiversity. Now, I think it's pretty obvious that integrating our 5 spheres fits really nicely into delivering on that research priority. But what about 2, 3 and 4? Supporting healthy and thriving communities. I actually believe that we've got a place there. Integrating the 5 spheres allows us to address the grand societal challenges a lot better. It also is, if we're going to have a healthy and thriving community, our understanding and respect and tolerance of different perspectives for tackling the grand challenges is really important. And we've been privileged at this meeting to be able to discuss different knowledge systems and how they actually are going to leapfrog us forward in that way. Enabling a productive and innovative economy. There were quite a few slides that I saw, Dietmar in particular, that talk about the productive and innovative economy if we can sustainably use the resources that we have around us. And I think we can only do that by looking at the world in an integrated way, to know what really is sustainable, to understand cumulative impacts of everything that we do. And then lastly, to build a stronger and more resilient nation. Now, to me, that says a lot about, it comes back to that modelling and prediction area. If we're able to integrate our models across the 5 spheres and even within the spheres and get better understanding of forecasts and near and long-term forecasts and predictions and scenarios, we will be able to be more resilient as we face unknown change coming into the future. So I think that these draft research priorities are well worth you trying to take into account as you move into the rest of the day. So in our application to get the grant for this event, we listed what we thought were some tasks and challenges. And so we thought that the whole idea of, I mean, some of us are really into the monitoring part, some of us are more into the applied simulations and things like that, but integrating the activities of the observing and monitoring, the storage, the access to data, the computing, the modelling, to be able to predict those future states. So once again, we're back to the word integrating and together and so on. But the challenges to being able to achieve our task today, and as we move forward in the iterations of the white paper we hope to produce, we have to remember the speed bumps that are going to be there. They are scientific, they are technical, there are social challenges, there are going to be political challenges, and there are going to be our own organisational challenges. Each one is a very large challenge. Together, they actually might daunt us from going ahead. But what we do today and what we do as a follow-up to this meeting is going to matter in 50 years' time. We'll be very thankful that we started the journey. So I hope that we're able to take on those challenges. I'm going to hand over to Rebecca now, who's going to be much more practical.
Maybe not. Yeah, wonderful, thank you. Yeah, okay, so for the rest of the afternoon, we'll be trying to work towards I suppose, a workshop. So until afternoon tea, we'll be in breakout rooms. And then after afternoon tea, we'll come back. I have tapped some of our previous speakers who will give 5-minute kind of lightning talks about what happened in each of those breakout rooms. And then we'll have 70 minutes where we can talk collectively about that. I'll go through these questions in a moment. I'll just get kind of the logistics sorted out first.